You've got your problems, I've got my eyes wide. You've got your big cheese. And I've got your Utopian Baseball Universe scores for Thursday, May 6th. Little Richard Cheese rendition of Weezer, releasing an album in about 90 minutes. Will I be up to listen to it? You're goddamn right I am. Sorry for the foul language. I get excited for things, you know. Records, new Dorito flavors, new Taco Bell items. These are the things I get excited for. So we've got a very abbreviated show tonight. I've only got 7 scores to give you, and then I'm going to give you guys an update on the trivia tournament. So let's get started with the afternoon games from earlier today that we already know about. The Pirates beat the Cubs 4-3. Oh, forgot to pull up my file. All right, there we go. Pirates 4, Cubs 3. Josh Bell hitting his 8th homer of the year for the Pirates. Anthony Rizzo hitting his 2nd homer for the Cubs. John Smiley pitched the last 3 innings to earn the win for the Pirates. Rendon 0-2 for the Cubs. I can't think of his first name right now. Rendon. You guys know that. If you're Cubs fans, you know that. I know it. I just can't think of it right now. I've drank a lot of Dr. Pepper Zero Sugar cream soda today, and I don't know if that affects memory or not, or if I'm just losing my mind. Twins 11, Indians 2. So this is interesting. I had an hour and 40-minute conversation with the co-host of the Screwball and Joe Boo Show on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and Acast and maybe Google, YouTube. It's all over the place. We talked for 100 minutes today, and I did not want to be rude to the gentleman. He's a good friend of mine. But right in the middle of the conversation, I fired up the Xbox because I had to simulate a game. So he basically heard the entire telecast. He didn't see it. I can't point as you guys know, I can't point the Mac towards the TV for a couple reasons. I teased at possibly streaming some games. I don't know if that's going to happen. I'll probably do some, radio broadcasts, if you will. But Richie listened to this entire game today. Twins 11, Indians 2. Walter Johnson, 8 innings, 2 earned, 7 strikeouts. Harmon Killebrew hit a 6th-inning grand slam for the Twins. And in our ESPN game today, the Dodgers beat the A's 4-3. Sandy Koufax, complete game 7 hitter, struck out 8. Duke Snyder with an RBI single in the 6th gave the Dodgers the lead for good in that game. In our evening games, bouncing all over this spreadsheet here, the Tigers, 6-3 winners against the White Sox. Jack Morris, probably his best start of the year, or second best start. I know he's really good on opening day. Complete game 7 hitter, struck out 6. Carlton Fisk had 4 hits in this game, scored a run. Al Kaline hitting his Utopian Baseball Universe League leading 9th homer. There's a couple other guys that have 9. And Oscar Charleston hitting his 5th for the White Sox. The Brewers were losers once again. I'm very sorry. We have a lot of Brewers fans in this group. Brewers get swept by the Reds 6-5. 8th inning homer by Joe Morgan gives the Reds the lead. Some bright notes for the Brewers, bright spots, if you will. Christian Yelich hitting his 7th homer of the year. Prince Fielder hitting his 7th homer of the year for the Brewers as they get swept. It was the Royals 9 and the Bulls 3. The Royals taking the last 2 in that series, so they take that series against Durham. They score 3 runs in the 3rd, 5th, and 8th innings. Cool Papa Bell, 3 for 5, 2 RBIs, 2 stolen bases, and 2 runs scored in that game. And the Braves beat the Cardinals 8-4. Ronald Acuna Jr., 3 hits, including a homer, 3 RBIs. Albert Pujols, timely. He was released by the Angels this morning in the major leagues. Had a nice game for the Cardinals tonight. 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. If anyone's wondering, Albert Pujols remains the starting first baseman for the St. Louis Cardinals in the Utopian baseball universe in peak Albert Pujols form. Let's take a look real quick at the division leaders heading into the weekend. In the East, the Mets are 20-16. The Bulls in the South with the best record in the Utopian right now, 25-11. The Tigers and Pirates head into this weekend with 23-13 records, and the Dodgers lead the West with a 20-16 record. Real quick here, so it's been up now. The polls have been up for a week. We have our second annual Utopian Baseball Universe Baseball Trivia Tournament is coming up starting in August. But we want to start planning for that. Last year we had 8 participants. Let me see if I can remember everyone off the top of my head. J.D. Schloss won the tournament. He beat Mitch Nellis in the final. Andrew Pfeffer competed. Greg Maternowski competed. Tommy competed. Justin Pfeffer, Armin competed, and Mark Marinello. I believe those were our 8. So the poll indicates that we have 27 interested participants. That's great. And everybody that voted yes is going to be contacted between now and Sunday to basically gauge that interest, because all the people that voted yes, they may not have known exactly what they were voting for. These tournament games are going to be live on YouTube. So if people don't want to be on camera, then that'll lessen our 27. So I'm going to reach out to everyone. What I'm going to do is we're going to have 3 or 4, let's call them qualifying games. So if let's just say all 27 people that said yes still want in, we're going to have 3 qualifying games of 7 people. So we're going to have 7 people and me on camera at the same time, and 2 of those 7 advance to the tournament. Then we're going to have another 7, and 2 of those 7 advance. Another 7, 2 advance. And then I guess 1 of 6 where 2 would advance. And then of those 27 people, we're going to have a tournament like we did last year of 8. But all 27 people that showed interest are going to have a chance to enter that 8-person tournament, where it's going to be then one-on-one. We get it down to from 8 to 4 and then 4 to 2. So last year we had 7 games in the tournament. This year we'd have, I guess 11, because we'd have 4 qualifying games, 4 first-round games, 2 semifinals, and a final. The format last year was basically 9 innings of trivia, where each participant in the game got 3 questions an inning, and if they missed, the other person could steal. And then in the last inning, it was unlimited questions, but as soon as they got 3 wrong, the inning would end. We're going to change the format slightly. It was a little bit confusing. It made for each show is about 60, 70 minutes. I want to make those shorter. I want to make the shows about 30 to 40 minutes. So we're going to change the format. More information coming. But again, if you voted yes for the tournament, I'm going to be contacting you between now and Sunday night. And then we'll see of those 27 people how many we have left. If it's 16, we might just have a 4-round tournament. So we'll see. The goal was to get at least 8. I was hoping for at least 8, maybe 16. We got 27, so that's great. In a group of 900 people, we could have had way more. But I'm happy with the results. Again, if you voted yes, I'll contact you this weekend. Tomorrow afternoon, I'll be going live for about 10 minutes to preview the weekend. We're still within the division for another couple weeks, division games. So we're going to preview those. The Utopian Baseball Universe report tomorrow and Saturday will be later again, 10:30, 11 o'clock. Sundays we'll do about 5 o'clock. And then again, starting June 28th, we're going to go live every morning, a morning show, an actual show. We'll try to get guests on. We'll do trivia, birthday shout-outs, good mornings, lead right up into a little bit of thunder with Mitch Nellis, who goes live at 7:30, Monday through Friday. We're going to do 7 o'clock to about 7:20. Make sure that there's no overlap there because, I've said this a million times. I'm doing nonsense here. What Mitch is doing is fantastic. So I want to make sure that people that are interested are going over to Mitch at 7:30. But my show is actually going to be on YouTube. So we're going to, within the next 6 to 8 weeks, we're going to transfer all live video content to YouTube because it's just going to add it's going to take away a step of transferring files to YouTube, which usually takes a while for me because I have an older computer. So all of that will be going directly to YouTube at some point. Again, I feel like for the second straight night, I'm just talking way longer than I need to. This was supposed to be like a 4-minute show tonight. We're going on 12 minutes. So everyone have a great night, and we will see you guys tomorrow.